A new Carnival banner is coming, but who can we expect to see on it? How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video, and we are just about 2 days away from the release of this year's worldwide celebration double legendary Carnival summon. Per the live stream announcement, we have a double legendary Carnival summon on a way in which we can summon for a Sword of Hope Trunks and a Super Saiyan Future Gohan. So in this video, we're going to spend some time talking about what I think the banners are going to look like and who I imagine we could see lining themselves up on this banner. So first and foremost, let's get one thing out of the way. This is a double legendary summon Carnival. It's given the same name as the double legendary summon Carnival given during the 8th anniversary when it was the Kai Goku versus the Head Chala Gohan. So it's possible we are about to see 2 legendary summon banners where we can recruit both Gohan and Trunks. But what's interesting about this is they use this specific banner image, and then they mention down here at the bottom Super Saiyan Trunks and Super Saiyan Gohan future can arrive, and then they go out of their way to mention 7 of the featured characters can be Dokkan awakened into an LR. And that got me thinking, what if instead this is actually just a double legendary Carnival, meaning 1 banner but 2 double Carnival features? Who knows? We won't know anything for certain until the banner releases. I think the more likely scenario is 2 banners, but I just wanted to point out that the wording of this does seem a bit odd. It could just be that they're throwing it in there because it would be on the banners anyways. 7 units on each banner, right? If we look at previous Carnival banners, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is true for all Carnival banners that we've had so far. 7 awakenable units into an LR. Although it does seem odd that they chose to say 7 instead of 14 if it is 2 banners. So I did want to point that out. Now, let's get what we're all here really for, though. Who is going to be on the banner? Well, the easiest way to figure that out is to look at the previous banners, the Metal Cooler and the Bird Coup. We could use the anniversary as a jumping off point, but I think there's a little more variation in there, and I think worldwide is going to give us a better idea of who is going to be there. So first and foremost, let's talk about the big one from the Metal Cooler banner, the Part 2 banner technically. Remember last year these banners were split into Part 1 and Part 2 instead of at the same time like they were this year. But this banner on Global Dokkan had the Goku and Gohan Tech LR. Now this is really interesting as this was their first featured return, and specifically only on Global. And this was important because this was such a short span of return time for a unit of this caliber. They were very, very good at the time of their release, and by worldwide they were still pretty good. So having them released during Golden Week and then again a few months later during the Carnival Summon on the worldwide celebration was really, really good for Global Dokkan. Now, with that, who can we expect to fill their role this year? Well, the obvious answer is the LR Bulma. If we are to get the Golden Week LR on here this year, that is the LR Bulma. So we could expect to see her on one of these banners, whether it be the Trunks or the Gohan. That remains to be seen. If it's a single banner, then obviously yes, she will be on that banner. So more than likely it's like a 98% chance that she will be on one of the legendary summon Carnival banners. But that leaves who is next. Well, we can see via the 2 banners, there's 2 possibilities we can come to. Number 1, the previous worldwide celebration LR. So you'll notice on Metal Cooler and Part 2 they had the Krillin and Gohan, but in Birdku on the part 1, we had the Int Vegeta. So if we were to play the same rules here, instead of a just regular LR, this is going to be the Tech Birdku, and the AGL Krillin is going to be the Metal Cooler on one of the 2 banners, right? Then we can move on to the next unit. So you'll notice they aren't actually random. They're based on time slots. So the Gohan and Trunks are there from the Double Rates banner, the Christmas Double Rates banner. This is going to be based off of JP, I'm assuming, from this. So if we are to follow suit here, this unit will be the STR Carnival Goku. This guy here. Where are they? This guy here. Assuming we follow JP's schedule, this guy will be there's a high likelihood that this guy could fill that role of Trunks and Gohan on the Carnival banner. Now, if it's not them, the Double Rates banner from December, then it's via, well, let's say if it's not JP's schedule that they're going after, then it could be Global's, in which case this would then be this guy here. Where is he? The Int Zamos. But that is a bit of a long shot. I think he'll still be there. It's just not he's being covered via that specific time slot. Moving on, the January LR from Global will also be there. So last year this was the Fizz Tajimba. This year it is going to be this guy. The Golden Frieza will be there. This was the January LR. So again, hard to say how they're going to do this, but there's actually a good chance that no matter what, actually, now that I think about it, yeah, STR Carnival Goku is a pretty good chance, right? Because whether it's the December LR that is their qualifier for this one, or the February LR from Global that is the qualifier for this one, either way, it ends up being these guys here. So good chance we could see them return based on that, and that'll make their second return on JP and their first return on Global. Now you'll notice here we have the previous, we'll start with the Nappa. We have units that had released in the lead up to anniversary. So actually that's both this guy and this guy here. So we could see Goku and Gohan, as well as one other possibility from the year prior. So this past year we saw Super Buu, so we could see them, or if not them, then the Fizz, Goku, and Piccolo have a chance to be on the banner. I think there's a chance of the Super Buu, but I think that's a lot less likely, if only because that specific time frame didn't show up in this Carnival banner. They did, however, show up in the following Carnival banner for these guys here, the Kai, Goku, and the Int Gohan. So could be, but I think that's unlikely. In more than likely case, it'll be from the year prior, which was or 2 years prior, actually. If it's going by Nappa, this was 2 years prior. So Nappa could be the one. If not, Tapion and Minosha could be on this one. Or if we get really lucky, Goku and Piccolo, which I hope are one of the ones on there because they are a really good LR. Now, all of the other LRs are more sort of fitting to a theme, like, so on this guy, they are like terrifying conquerors, movie bosses type deal, and then on this one, like more Goku related, powerful comeback related characters. So given that, a few characters we could see show up, especially because they're likely to get an easy A. The Fizz androids will probably be on STR Gohan's banner. The Int Goku Black Rose will probably be on the Trunks' banner. This guy will probably be on Trunks' banner as well, if he's not already a qualifier because of one of the other reasons. But we could definitely see these three showing up on the banners simply because they do fit the theme. And otherwise, the rest will probably be just random filler LRs, like the Bardock here, who just doesn't really fit any kind of theme. He's just kind of there. Same goes for like these guys. this guy here. He doesn't really fit. Same with him. Doesn't really fit. Well, I guess it's like movie heroes Goku. Actually, so yeah, the cut does kind of fit. But notice the Frieza here. He did LR EZA during the campaign, and he ended up being in the banner. Yeah, none of these guys EZA'd, although these guys did, though. So we could probably see some of those sub EZAs that have been showing up on the banner as well. And then all the other LRs will just be random filler like the Bardock here. So anyways, guys, that is the video. That is who I anticipate to see in these banners. This is just my prediction. Hey, I could be wrong, but I think it is the likely outcome. Obviously, we know Bulma, but I think there's a high likelihood that we could see the SDR Carnival Goku returning on this banner. I do want to throw one last thing out there, and is that I think there is a chance, it's not a high chance, but it's a non-zero chance that the anniversary Carnival LRs could show up on here. So the Int Gohan and the Kai Goku. There's a non-zero chance they could show up, and that's only because there's a high likelihood they could show up on JP, simply because Kaioken Goku and Grade 8 Vegeta were on last year's banner on JP. So there is a non-zero chance they could show up on Global, and I say that because if they don't, that means these guys won't return until July of next year. Possibly February if we end up syncing the games by anniversary, but who knows. But I doubt they would leave Global in the dust, and I doubt they would screw JP over by not releasing these guys back now, since they haven't seen them since February. But remains to be seen. We'll see what happens here in the coming days. So anyways, guys, that is the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let me know, who do you think is the most likely candidate that you would like to see on this double legendary summon Carnival, and do you think it'll end up being a single banner or two different banners? Let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.